So hey, new adventure today. Heading across the grapevine in California to it's Monday is the first annual of Mom's passing. So Michael and I have vowed that every year we're gonna take a trip to one of the places that we have left her remains. So we're going to Pismo Beach tomorrow, but tonight I'm going up to watch my nephew's game, and it's not a sad thing. This whole thing's not a sad thing. It's just we need to get together and remember. So that's what we're gonna do this weekend, and we're gonna bring you along on, Pismo Beach and the game and all of that, and it's just gonna be hang out with the family kind of time. Come along. Good morning. We're heading out today to Pismo Beach. First, we're going to get a couple of videos on stuff around Taft, the things that make Taft Taft. This is where my brother and sister-in-law, my niece and nephew all live. So I've gotten to know the place, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that before we head out. I'll show you some of the views along the way, and that's my brother coming in. Views along the way, and once we get there, we're going to the butterfly place. We're going, there's some huge Pismo Beach sign. I know that's so strange, but that's what it interests me. So come along. So we're at a fun little diner in Taft, Michael and I. You gotta see the walls. You gotta see. Hold on one second. There's Michael. But the walls have all this history of the town. I mean, it's definitely an oil town. You can tell by a lot of the things on the wall. It's a fun little place. Great diner food, which is always good food. And we're about to head over to the museum, so we'll see in a minute. So this is their old Main Street, and I still have not gone in this theater. I really wish we could have. They've got this old style downtown, look at the marquee theater. I love this thing. Still open, still shows up-to-date movies. My brother and nephew go here quite a bit. But look, I mean, it's just an old, movie, old town.
This place it's the ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. They sell guns,
And food.
they sell food, they sell beer that they brew, and they sell cigars. So, one-stop shop. America. That used to be a bank.
Yeah. But tons of little places to eat. Little park with an oil rig right there. I just love the vibe of an old town Main Street. I really do. And boy, do they have it in spades here.
And most of you probably have no clue where Taft is, because I didn't when we moved up here. or when I moved up here. I'm a transplant. However, it's well famous. If you ever catch the movie The Best of Times, that was based on Taft versus Bakersfield. And also, if you catch a little known show called Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, Guy Fieri highlight the Asian experience, which I'm going to cover. But there is the picture right there.
It's a pretty good place to eat. I've been there.
And we got ourselves a B&B, so you know you're set at that point. You know, everywhere else you wait, what, 4 or 5 hours in line to somebody who's not very nice? Nope. In here, you're in and out in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Hey there. So behind me is a, it's like a memorial park, almost.
It's a
Monument of the life of oil workers. Michael's even on one of the plaques here. So let's go check it out. That wasn't real. History of Taft, that's cool.
So this one is kind of the homage to the families that support a lot of the oil field workers. I wanted to have that in there because thinking about 100 years ago, it wasn't the easiest thing to uproot your entire family, sleep in a little shack that was erected just so you can drill a well.
Hold on, I gotta show you my brother's name just because I'm very proud. So here's there we go. And tell me about this monument.
So this was erected in, I want to say, 2010, in time for our oil worker, or our oil Dorado. And it's just a monument to, without oil there would be no cities like Taft or Kern County, really. And this is all done in bronze. They brought in a sculptor sculptor that basically put all this together off-site, transported in just in time for that year's oil Dorado.
And didn't you used to do exactly what this guy's doing right here?
I wouldn't say exactly, but it's the modern version of what he's doing.
Yeah.
And so I worked on a drilling rig. If you saw on the plaque, it said Western Drilling, and that's a part of Holmes Western Oil Corporation. And Fred Holmes is somebody who lives in this city, the owner of it. And he was the type that when my son was born, he was the one that would carry him into the meeting room to talk about how we work safe because of the people that are waiting for us at home. And he's holding my son in his arms.
And for reference, here's said son. Hi, Kev.
Hi.
This is cool, Mike. Hey guys, so we made it to Pismo Beach. We're going to start at the Butterfly Grove. We're at the beginning of the year where the monarchs migrate here and hang out for their season. So we're gonna see if we can see any, and then we're gonna head down onto the beach, take a walk, go visit Mom, and then we'll go into town.
Normally you look up and you can see them kind of going from tree to tree. It's not quite the season yet, but as you go into the cove you can see more.
So this is the beginning of the season, so there was only a couple, and couldn't get it on film, but I'm coming back because I want to see them hanging off like in droves and flying around. That would be really cool. Right now we're gonna head down to the beach. I agree with you. I had my time with that.
I need central heating.
I need
Heated floors.
I need an actual restroom.
An assortment of blankets of various soft.
Look at
Kevin took
this.
his socks out. Do you see his tan line?
Aw,
Suckers Neapolitan ice cream half the time.
this is so pretty.
I know, right? Yeah, usually I'll try and be up behind Dad so I can step in his footprints when we go down.
That makes sense.
You know, mammoth feet. No, I think Kevin's trying to do something.
But my gosh, look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is amazing. Hey, so we ventured up from that little tiny area, and we noticed a campground over here, and I gotta show you just how nice of a campground it would be here at Pismo Beach, and the beauty of the trees. This one, it seems dead. It's still rooted in the ground, so I will show you that as I come up from the campground. I've never been here. This place is so quiet. It's beautiful. Michael picked a good place for his part. Yeah, let me show you. So as you can see, this is Pismo. I think it's called the Pismo Beach campsite, but I don't know. I'll find out on our way out. But trailers, campers, tents. This is really cool, and this is how close it is to the beach. I mean, here's your footpath, which I'm currently on, to this beautiful tree art is what I'm going to call it, and just beyond that is the waves, the beach. And the closer I get, the more you can see the beach. So same tree. You go up into this little, what looks like another trail. And you come up into this window where my family is. And there's the ocean. Now, there's a much easier way to get to it, which we're going to go to. But how cool is that? So back there's the pier. I am not going to make it to the pier and back. So I'm going to go grab the car and meet them over at the pier. And they're going to take a walk and film while I'm doing that. So you might hear Michael's commentary, but yeah, we'll see you at the pier.
So while Stacy is heading back to the car, the kids and I are walking down towards the water. The temperature is about, what do you think, about 62, 63 degrees, and really not that big of a trip over here from where that Grover Beach is and where the Pismo campsite is. It's all over that hill right there. So that's kind of where we were taking pictures of the trees. And now going through this soft pack to the hard pack, and we can see if we can find some shells on our little trip to the pier. All right, kind of a nice getaway from the city. Come out here, see what you could see. Watch cranes digging into the surf. Seeing the kiddos just messing with shells. We got a treat in store when we get to our destination, which is the pier. If anybody's interested in coming to Pismo, lots of hotels by the beach, lots of interesting sights, lots of wineries in this area. So definitely someplace I recommend if you have not been. It's a really good spot to hang out for a weekend or a week. Cranes doing crane things. Kids doing kids things. Get off your phone. One of these things are washing up quite often. Right here at the shoreline is probably what the cranes are going after. This gorgeous view. Some of our earlier video you saw that it had that marine layer, and it's just starting to get washed away to where now the sun's coming out. Still has a nice breeze, but it's not even really sweater weather, at least not for me. So you can see kind of where we were, and then we're almost at the pier. More places to stay. Not sure in this video if she's having a Carol adventure or we're having a Carol adventure. I'm tending to think, since we've been here before, Stacy's having the Carol adventure. It's gonna be fun either way. Do beach volleyball with jeans on. Just a nice little boardwalk.
The other one I was looking at, Sandcastle.
Some of the clams we saw in there.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so at the Pismo Beach sign, got a little play area on the other side, right in the entrance to the pier. A couple food trailers in there, but where we're really going to go is Woolies, best fish and chips.
Having lunch at Woolies on the pier of Pismo Beach, and here's our food. Fish and chips, fish sandwich,